You ever heard the phrase ARD?
I've heard the word. The acronym, I don't remember what the acronym stands for.
It's not an acronym. It'll be like, yeah, like I'll meet you at the bar at 8 o'clock. They'll be like, ARD.
All right.
Is this what putting a condom on feels like?
You're asking the wrong guy. Hey everybody, welcome back to Hey Man, Listen Man. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tim.
And let's get to it again. What you got going on, Tim? How's your week?
My week, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same here. Except for one thing. I upgraded our production a little bit.
You did. Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
Hopefully the audio sounds better. We actually had these for the last episode, but they, for some reason, didn't include the necessary adapter that it is laid out in the directions that you need it.
Yeah. But I don't fault them too much because they did give us a cord that plugs into an actual camera. So I guess they were under the assumption that people filming something would use a camera.
But there's a whole iPhone setup part.
I know. We got to figure it out.
Everybody films stuff on phones these days.
That's true. We're one of them or two of them. But we got to figure it out. You had the adapter. We're hooked up.
Dude, you guys can't keep getting away with this shit. That's how you know the shit is rigged. Your house of cards will come tumbling down someday, lad.
Did you see your boy?
Yeah, it happens every time the Yankees get a player that has an Italian last name, they got Joey Gallo. I think his nickname was Joey Sauce in like a day.
Hey, you see what Joey Sauce did yesterday? Knocked it out of the park. He knocked the leather off that ball.
There's a million memes of Christopher talking to Tone. His name's Tommy Cutlets, T. He's really Italian, he lives with his parents, and he throws touchdowns for the Giants on Sunday. He's an American hero.
They say it about somebody every year, okay? It's nothing new. All I'm saying is they don't get a win this year, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, Christopher. Come on, nephew.
It's gonna be funny when we go and watch this back, and it is zero audio. There's not even like the old crappy audio, it's just silence.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're committing blindly. We got Frank back there, told us it was okay. And so we're gonna roll the punches, and yeah.
I don't want anybody to think this was Frank's doing, though. Had nothing to do with Frank. This was all us.
We set it up. We did the research. We found the cord. We literally everything.
Yeah.
Frank did none of this. So yeah, credit goes to us. Franklin's still, he's still just kind of there, aren't you, Frank?
Yeah, he's pressing the buttons, as he calls it, but he literally doesn't press any buttons.
There's no buttons.
Time.
Yeah. No buttons.
We don't have a soundboard.
Nothing yet. Yeah.
Which I don't even want to open up that floodgate.
I mean,
imagine with the soundboard.
If we can make that happen, I can make it happen in post.
Yeah, you could, but I'm talking about live.
Yeah. What kind of sounds do you want?
You can't give the mute guy a soundboard.
That's true.
It's just not gonna.
He's not actually mute though. I know you demanded in your contract that he never speaks when you're around. But
yeah, well, he took a vow of silence.
Yeah.
At my direction.
Yeah.
Not for a cause.
It's a part of getting a paycheck. He learned the hard way that if he speaks, no money.
No mas. It's over.
No money. No mas.
One day we'll show him on camera.
Yeah. One day. When we have enough money to have a couple other angles, we'll get 2 or 3 on us, and then when we have enough money to get a 4th, maybe we'll pop it on Frank.
Yeah. Feel free to get your own camera, Frank. We'll cut to you whenever we mention you.
I mean, even if you get a camera, you're still not allowed to talk. So I kind of like that idea, honestly. So,
yeah, it's just reaction shots purely.
Yeah.
He makes like the same 4 faces.
Yeah.
One's like
they're all kind of like the Native American commercial where there's one tear that comes down.
That's the 4th one he does.
Yeah. That's his go-to. speaking of Native Americans, you obviously have been working on your accent, your impression.
No, I have not.
And I'm hoping that if I put you on the spot, that you will, give an update.
I'm not the Native American guy, man. You're the one that plays the flute.
That is not a flute, okay?
Yeah.
It's a ancient ritualistic recorder.
Right, yeah. Which I feel like, you need to at least tell me what spirits you're summoning when you start playing that thing.
I just opened the door, bro. I opened that spirit door. And whatever comes through, comes through.
You need to ask for consent, man. I don't want the spirit door open sometimes.
Nah, there are no laws against non-consensual spirit door openings.
There should be.
Maybe, but there aren't.
If we had like wizard court of some kind.
Dude, Wizard Court is honestly two things. Number one, great band name. Okay, Wizard Court.
Hell yeah.
Sick band name. Any genre you want. Okay, metal ska.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, the sickest axe.
Oh, dude.
Like just the giant, there's like a dragon / goat head on the end.
Yes. And,
skeleton.
Yeah, and there's a podium. All the wizards are dressed as wizards, but then the singer is dressed as a wizard, but also a judge.
Yeah, dude.
And he stands up on the podium, the pulpit.
Why don't let's name our band the Wizard Court, actually.
Wizard Court?
Dude, I want to just do the
It's
light.
not the Wizard Court.
I want to do the light show, though, for that live show.
God, dude.
Lead singer, we're going to have you cabled up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're going to be over the crowd fucking
shooting lasers.
Yes.
Yeah. Smoke machine from underneath my judge's gown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for all the wizard talk. We discovered something since the last episode on Reddit, and I encourage you all to check it out as well. There is a subreddit out there that is called, I think it's just Wizard subreddit.
Well, yeah,
Wizard.
I mean, you discovered it. You brought this to me, okay? And
Right.
I would like to speak about it, okay? But you go ahead and tell them what you found.
Right. So how I found it, I was just on the main page, and they just throw you random stuff, and like your feed on Twitter or something. And there was a video of an Airsoft match. I don't know why I say Airsoft.
A bunch of Aeropastel models who
Playing with Aerosmith.
Yeah.
And
Yes, Aerosmith is
and-
playing in the background.
Yeah.
And they're playing Airsoft.
They're playing Airsoft.
Yeah, and none of them have shirts on, so it's extremely painful.
Yeah. Sorry to confuse everyone. I'm talking about Airsoft, not Aerosoft. Two different things. It was a video of Airsoft, so the gun, like paintball thing where you shoot the pellets at people.
Yeah.
And there was a person, particularly it was a girl, who opted to play Airsoft as a wizard with a wand. And the wand was basically just like a hollow cylinder that she would pack the Airsoft pellets into. And this girl was an absolute gangster out there. She was sneaking up on everybody and just going, Wingardium Leviosa, and just throwing these pellets at people. And the rules are, if a pellet hits you, you're out.
Yeah.
So these dudes are just crushed.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
So he's like, who's a freaking wizard?
Yeah, they're in war mode. They're holding M16s, and all of a sudden they just get sprayed with a whip of pellets.
She was like a Hobbit girl wearing a cardigan, like a baggy, flowy cardigan.
Yeah,
Looked just like a wizard.
It looked like a wizard. Yeah, and she was on a 15 kill streak.
Yes, it looks like a highlight tape of Airsoft because it's just one after another of her just messing these dudes up.
Not edited, not cut from multiple matches. It was a murder spree. Didn't get touched once. No one saw her. We're not even convinced that she was visible.
Yeah. My favorite part is that it was all, there's one clip that's not, but most of the video is all point of view. It's like she's got a GoPro on.
Yeah, yeah.
So this girl planned this. Like she woke up that day and was like, I'm going to put a GoPro on.
It was a legit body cam massacre, that we got to witness as if it were us.
Yeah, it was like being like in Harry Potter's shoes or something.
And also an important part of that is that every time she would kill somebody and use her wand, she would actually say loudly, Avada Kedavra!
Yes.
She was saying the spell.
The spell every time. And it was the same spell.
Yeah, it was Avada Kedavra. She was killing them.
Avada Kedavra. Okay, I don't know what that means.
That's the murder spell. Yeah.
Does that mean I'm going to turn you into a cadaver?
Yes, actually. Yes, you got it. Yeah. Yeah. It's abracadabra for bad motherfuckers.
Yeah. Great video.
Well, listen, let me
Definitely
give my input on this because I do have something to say about this.
Right.
You know, we can sit here and laugh and play games and make jokes all day about all these different things like Asians and dogs and all these different types of demographics that we make jokes about. But what I won't stand for and what I will leave, I will get up and walk out. I will quit this show if we continue making light of wizards. So listen, I know you think you know me pretty well, okay? But it's probably time I tell you, Tim, I am a wizard.
Prove it?
You see, that's why we don't tell anybody, man. Okay? Somebody comes to you and tells you, you know, that they're trans. Do you ask them to prove it?
Yeah, you identify as a wizard.
I don't identify as a wizard. I am a wizard.
How? Like how? How did you learn the wizard ways?
Well, there's school. Yeah, there's a school.
Yeah, the Wizards of Waverly Place.
There is an online school now, WizU, and it's kind of outdated. It's guys only, but that girl I knew her. I was in school with her.
Oh, damn.
The girl from the video.
Yeah.
And I pretty much taught her everything she knows.
Wow.
What you don't know is that everybody she Avada Kedavra are gonna die in the next 7 days.
Like for real, not just in Airsoft.
In real life. Those were real spells, yeah.
Oh, man.
I taught her everything she knew, but she just became too powerful. And I didn't know what to do. I felt guilty.
Oh,
I felt terrible because I taught her. And so I had to make a decision. I thought about it a lot. And I decided I needed to Avada Kedavra her. Yeah, and so one day while she was in dorm, I snuck in, and as she slept there, right before I was able to Avada Kedavra her, she stopped me and escaped, basically burnt down the school, and now she's doing what you saw there.
She's just rogue now, out there?
She's just rogue.
How'd you let her get away, man?
I've been hunting her down, but all I can find are these Airsoft videos.
So you're telling me you have a Voldemort situation on your hands, or Anakin? You're Obi-Wan, and you had your chance to put
them down.
Yeah. So we're just got a evil wizard out there on the loose because you couldn't get the job done?
Well, ever since that, I just kind of went into hiding. I was ashamed.
As you should be. What kind of wizard lets an evil wizard go?
Listen, man, relax. I killed Palpatine.
All right, so we're making a joke here, but seriously, if you check out the Wizard subreddit, it'll show a map before the show. It is, besides that video, just full of gems, where it's basically a community of people that really think they're wizards. There's a cute video of a girl going up to her dad and handing him a wand and going, "Dad, tell the story about this one." And he's like in like a workshop, like a craftsman, like workshop.
This one is made with a dragon tail core.
Yeah.
The dragon tail core, as you know, is associated with power. It's very dangerous if it's not in the hands of the right person. Are you the right person?
Yeah. I welded this from the purest steel from the Dead Sea. Wound it around the dragon claw. Like, it's insane.
So basically, that girl's got the best life. She's got great parents.
Yeah. And it's the sickest wand I've ever seen. It's like spiraled up, and there's like this giant blue crystal at the end,
sick.
Being held by like a dragon claw.
What the fuck?
And that's just like, again, one of many things. Like the rest of them are like wizard memes. It's like when you're tired of necromancing and you want to start pyromancing more. It's like a sad wizard face. It's a whole community I never knew existed.
Well, listen, I have to interject. I have to make a confession.
You're not actually a wizard.
I'm not actually a wizard. Yeah, I lied about all that.
We know. We know.
Okay.
If you're a wizard, we would have sponsors. You'd be able to conjure up a better producer, for example.
I agree with that. Yeah, I'm not a wizard, but also I don't know if I'm not a wizard. You know what I mean? Like, how do you really know if you're not a wizard?
Yeah, I don't think most stories of wizards, isn't it something they find out later in life?
Definitely.
Like
when do you see young wizards?
Like you're not
Harry Potter and the entire school of Hogwarts.
Yeah, well, everybody knows Harry Potter's not for the real wizard.
That's fake as hell.
Yeah. Like this subreddit, these wizard people, they look down on Harry Potter. Like there's no Harry Potter memes in there. It's Gandalf is, on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Merlin.
Or the Mount Doom. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm fascinated by these people though. They are to me like the LARPers, like the role players, like times 10. Because they live that life. They're not like, oh yeah, on Saturdays I go dress up as an elf king and fight in the woods with plastic swords. These people are like, no, I am a wizard and this is my life and this is my story.
So I have to interject again because I also have another confession, which is that whilst I may not be a wizard, I have LARPed. I have cosplayed.
Jesus, that's disappointing to hear, man.
Well, in my defense, it was not my fault, okay?
It's for a girl?
No, it was for a family member. So my brother at that point in time was working at a library. And he would have a Game of Thrones event every year, right before the premiere. And at these events, every year he would have a costume contest, and there would be sponsors with gift cards and gift baskets, and if you won, it was a big deal. And so this was now year 4, and so I had never gone, and I decided I'm going to support my brother, and I'm going to support my brother in a big way. I'm going to fully dress up as Jon Snow.
Dude.
And I said, I'm going to win this costume contest.
Yeah, what was the costume consisting of?
Okay.
Let's get in detail here.
Okay. So
I want to know what you wore and then also where you found it in your parents' house.
Okay. So I went
or bought.
I went to my parents' closet. I found a trench coat. Don't ask questions, but I found a trench coat.
We all know John Smith loves a good trench coat. He's a big ticket scalper.
Then I found a big fake fur coat. Okay. And then I found this big belt. I found like an antique midnight, they tried to sell it on TV for $100, knife, dagger about this big.
It was a real knife?
Real knife. With a golden blade.
You brought a real knife
to
the library?
Yeah, I did. And it had the head of an eagle on it. And so I was like, this might work for Jon Snow's sword. And you know how it has like the head of a... Anyway.
It's a wolf, right?
Yeah, so I had that holstered in my belt and showing. And then...
Gosh, this guy had a live blade out. Just hanging on his waistband.
Yes. And then I found another sword, an actual sword, which I put on the other side of my belt. And that sword, I think, was like a Knights of Columbus, like was my grandpa's sword. It was like ceremonial, like a decorative piece.
You would like knight somebody with it.
Yeah. But still a sword. And then I also had a black wig that looked nothing like Jon Snow. His hair. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. But you look like you were like a drummer in a rock band, not Jon Snow.
Yeah, or like Dutch. It was like Dutch boy hair. It was very funny. It was short. It was
like a sailing apprentice.
Yeah.
Out of the Netherlands.
But here's the thing, man. I wanted to win. I was like, I'm going to win this thing, man. I'm going all out. I looked like I was in the north. I was just 3 feet further out both ways. with just puff clothes on.
Dude, it looked like you were wearing shoulder pads.
Yeah.
You had like very broad shoulders
Yeah.
from this fur thing that kind of hung over your chest. Like you just got back from a hunt.
Yeah. I mean, I went all out, and when you walked, you could hear me. I mean, it's because I had the sword and the dagger, and this shit was real. And when I got in there, I found out that this was the first year that they were not doing a costume competition.
You were the dude that went to the Halloween party that wasn't a costume party.
Yes. Not Halloween
in
either.
Full costume.
Not Halloween either. Yeah, I just walked through the library looking like this, alone, very alone. So I got in there.
Were there kids? I hope there were kids, and they were like, their parents were like,
Yeah,
shielding their
people
kids'
were
eyes.
terrified.
Like,
People
it's
were
okay. It's okay, honey. He's not real. He's just a grown man dressing up in costume at the library.
Don't worry. I have 911 ready just in case it does anything.
Bear mace? Fuck, I forgot it.
Yeah. So I go into the side room in the library, and it's probably about 40 people. And then my brother, who had a little bit of costume on, he came up to me and he was like, "Dude, what are you wearing?" He came over, he was like, I was like, I'm gonna win the costume competition. He was like, "Dude, there's not one this year. There's no competition."
He was like, you have greatly dishonored this family at the library.
No, he did me one worse, where he said, "This is Erica. She works for the press, and she wants to take some pictures of you."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is the best part of this story is you end up on, not just in the paper, you're on the cover. It was this big community event, big community story they were doing about the library and all these fun activities they were doing. And
Yeah.
your picture looks like a mugshot.
So
you look so unhappy to be there.
So no, here's what went through my mind.
It's like this.
Yeah, so here's what went through my mind. At that point, I was definitely in shock over there not being a costume competition. But also, I decided I'm going to commit. You know, if I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do it. So like, how would Jon Snow pose for a picture? You know, he wouldn't smile. He would look serious, like he's worried about wildlings. You know, and
Yes.
So that's what I did.
You had that like 5-mile gaze, like
Yes.
into the distance with just a very stern look on your face.
Yeah. So I'll bring. You know, everybody's probably wondering if we have that picture, and so here it is. You know, enjoy it in all its beauty, and just keep. Hold on, there's still a good picture, I'm sure. Just enjoy it. There's the wig and you can see the dagger in the picture.
Now, mind you, this is a long time after high school,
Right?
And
I don't do publicity.
let's say Matt doesn't. He's not a very public person.
No.
Like this. So where I'm going with this is this might have been the first time anybody had seen him since high school. Whatever, like 7 to 8 years after high school. I think we were like,
It was absolutely a lot of people's first time seeing me in about 10 years.
So I just relish the fact that there's people out there that, like, when they think back, like, on high school, and they're like, yeah, who was in that math class? Oh, yeah, that guy Matt. Wonder what he was up to. Oh, I last time I saw him, he was in the newspaper dressed as Jon Snow, looking angry as hell at the library.
Armed to the teeth.
Which is, really crazy. Almost crazier than the fact that you stayed, man. If that was me, I would have been like, excuse me, I got to use the bathroom real quick. And then I'm going through ceiling tiles out of the library. I'm running to my car. I forgot my wallet in the car.
Well, I was still going to support my brother, and also there were a couple of hot girls there. A couple of hotties.
So you were like, all right, bet. Got some cute girls here. And I'm peacocking right now. I'm showing out. You like stuck your chest out.
Didn't have to.
Yeah, baby. Check out these broad shoulders.
I was already walking around like this. It was already.
My lady.
I was there for the hatties. Yeah.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Bold strategy.
What do we know? What do we know about them? Only one thing, right? We know one thing. They love Game of Thrones.
I guess.
Got it in the bag, bro. Game over.
Sure, yeah. If you're trying to bag some wildlings, I guess that's a good strategy.
If you're not trying to bag some wildlings, what the fuck are you doing?
Looking for normal looking women.
Nah, man. All about the fucking overbite, my friend.
This-
All about the overbite.
What Matt's leaving out here is this particular demographic of people that were at this event were cat ladies.
Or elf girls. You understand? Because elf girls become cat ladies. That's
Nah.
natural evolution.
These were all young cat girls. They only had 1 or 2 cats at this point in their lives, but they were going to grow up to be a good 35 plus cat lady with multiple litter boxes at the crib.
Yeah, but some cat ladies are pretty hot.
Have you ever tried to hook up with a woman with a litter box in the same room? It is one of the most grotesque things ever.
See, that sounds hot to me, man. Like the smell of ammonia while I'm fucking.
I'm not talking about the ammonia. I'm talking about the shit.
Even better.
Like
dude.
a fresh hot cat turd on the gravel, like 5 feet next to the bed.
It's pretty crazy. It is pretty crazy to sleep next to shit.
Yeah, it's just open air shit.
Pretty crazy. Open air shit.
Kind of tough for me to get an erection as it smells like we are in a sanitation facility.
Also, do you know that for a fact? You know? Because who knows, man? I might get in there and I might get a whiff of that fresh poo-poo. And maybe it's like an aphrodisiac.
Well, let me tell you, sir, it's not from experience.
Everybody's different. Some people are into that. It's called scat.
I was going to say, you might as well just get into scat play then, buddy.
Scat play.
Yeah. You might not want to hook up with a cat lady then because this might crack open a whole nother world for you. You might not be able to come back from this.
Right. Where I'm just like hanging out in bathrooms.
You're like, I need it, man. It's the only way I can get off now.
Just waiting for people to fucking shit.
Just hear, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They didn't flush. They didn't flush. This is disgusting. I might cut all. Oh,
Yeah.
my God, I might cut all this.
It might, but you wanted to.
I hooked up with a girl one time, and her dog was at the door. It wasn't even a cat, you know. It wasn't even shit in the room. Her dog was at the door, and just cried, wept, the entire time I was trying to hook up with her. And, you know, call me crazy.
The girl cried?
Good one. Call me crazy, but the sound of a dog weeping is just kind of a turnoff.
That's good. Yeah, you should not be like getting more into it as you hear the dog crying more.
So then I was like, can we let the dog in? She was like, okay, let the dog in. Dog jumps up on the bed, starts trying to get involved. I had to draw the line, man. I was like, this dog, you know, it can lick my balls, but it's not going near my asshole. No, it was real up until I let it lick my balls. No, it was just walking around the bed, and I was like, no. I was like, dog cannot be on the bed while the humans are intercoursing.
Yeah.
Can't happen.
Dogs do love that. Like, dogs with girl owners are always like, what's going on over here?
They're trying to get involved, always.
Are you hurting my owner?
Yeah.
I kind of want to get involved, though.
Yeah.
I kind of want to put myself right in between you guys.
Yeah,
Not aggressively. Just want to watch.
It's very weird to me.
Dog cucking is that should be a category.
The only way that will make sense is if incarnation's real. Right?
You know that dog's sitting there like
you come back as a dog. You have a girl owner.
Yeah.
She's hot. You know? Her boyfriend comes over. Things are about to get pretty crazy.
Yeah. You're like, that's my
I'm
butt.
going to watch, dude. I'm definitely going to watch, at the very least.
You're like, that's my butt to sniff, not yours. You're eating it too. That's not fair.
Yeah. I'm never allowed to do that.
Yeah. She always goes, stop.
Wait. You're licking her butt and she's not getting the newspaper?
Oh, she puts me in a cage too. It's kind of hot, right?
Wait a second. Why are you taking my collar off and putting it on him? She never lets me walk her. Wait Wait a second. She never lets me piss on her either.
I love regular style too. I'm gonna urinate real quick. I'm gonna not pull a Robert Durst and take this mic into the bathroom.
Yeah, you might confess to something. All right. So now I have audio. No one can stop me. Welcome to the Matt Show. Today, it's just Matt in an empty chair. I'm going to throw some ideas at you. And I want you to tell me through the comments what your thoughts on them are. Okay, starting with replace guns with water balloons in the Middle East. Replace spears and arrows with water balloons in Africa. Replace bullets with water balloons or Orbeez in Ukraine. What did I just do? I'm pretty sure we just got world peace. And it costs almost nothing. You know how much Orbeez costs? Nothing. You know how much water costs? It literally falls from the sky. So anyway, back to, hey man, listen man, with Matt and Tim.
The fuck was that, man?
Nothing, man.
You talking shit?
It's all about, world peace.
Talking about the Lakers basketball player?
Yeah, meta world peace.
Yeah, big fan.
Yeah. I know a lot about basketball.
He was a great defender. Not so great on offense, but
if you're good enough at one.
yeah, championship caliber player.
Yep. Can you imagine if everybody on offense had to play defense on football teams? That would be fun.
I wouldn't have played.
Hold on, do you hear that? Do you hear that, dude?
No, what is it?
You don't hear that?
No.
I
I think I hear something now.
Is
it that time?
It's cigarette time in America. Cigarette time in America. Ooh, cigarette.
You got sponsors today, man?
So, yeah, our sponsor today is what I like to call the Mexican Starter Kit.
This?
Yes, the Mexican Starter Kit. Okay, right out the gate, looks like there's something wrong here, okay? Right out the gate, it shouldn't be Miller Lite, it should definitely be Corona, so I'm going to go ahead.
Or Modelo.
Throw that away. Okay, so here's the rest. Okay, hold on, wait, there's another mistake. This looks like, yeah, this is suntan lotion. Doesn't look like we're going to get that here. What's left in the Mexican Starter Kit?
So just the emergency poncho?
Yes, that is all you need to be a Mexican. So Cigarette Time in America this week is brought to you by
Ponchos. Don't get wet.
Hola, como se dice, don't get wet.
¿Dónde está mi poncho?
Sí, mucho gusto. Me llamo Brad. I'm hornier than Ron.
Cut. Won't get sued by Ron Jeremy.
So what are we going to talk about, man? For a special South American edition of Cigarette Time in America. I don't know what made me do it, but I decided I wanted to watch an old episode of Pokemon.
Pika.
Yes, exactly. I wanted to watch the episode where Pikachu has to refuse his evolution.
He just holds it in.
He wants to stay as Raichu. He's got some performance anxiety.
Yeah. He holds it in like a fart, though.
Yeah. It was not great. Just in terms of, like, did it hold up? I mean, it held up, but it was too quick, too fast-paced, 15-minute episodes. I don't know. I used to watch that every single day before school and after school.
Oh, yeah, man. 3:30 every day. As soon as I go off the bus. was the first thing that came on.
Yeah.
I think it was back-to-back episodes. You get 2 every day.
Yep. Name that Pokemon.
Right after the break.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably an ADD show. Just
Yeah, exactly it is. So, funny story. Growing up, we only had channels 3 to, I think, 24. Okay, and then one day, my brother picked up the remote and typed in 36,
Nickelodeon.
and it popped up. So my parents put a parental lock on all the TVs so that if you were just going up and down on the channels, it would just go from 24 to 3.
Wow, but if you know where you want to go and enter the number and you can get around that.
So we had it the whole time.
But you don't know what channel's what, so you had to go through each one. 37,
My brother
38,
went into the settings
39.
and pretty much did like an auto detect available channels. And then it unlocked all of the channels. We just sat there in shock going through, 80 some channels. And all the channels that all the kids at school were talking about, MTV, Cartoon Network,
Yeah.
Nickelodeon,
VH1.
all of them. And we never had any of them.
That's sad, man. That's really sad.
So all I watched was TGIF, which was, I'm sure you watched all of TGIF. You know the lineup: Boy Meets World,
Yep.
Family Matters.
Nope.
What? So, what, you didn't watch Family Matters?
So I only watched TGIF for Boy Meets World. That's the only show I watched. Or I think Sabrina. Sabrina was on TGIF, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Boy Meets World and Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
All right, I have to do a test.
Yeah.
Did you watch Even Stevens?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay. Did you watch Sister Sister?
No.
Okay. Did you watch?
Tamara and Tamika.
Now this one is going to tell us everything we need to know. Okay. Did you watch Full House?
Yeah. A little bit.
Okay. Did you watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No, I haven't. And everybody always references that show, and I've never seen it. Never seen West Philadelphia, born and raised. Why are you making that face, man?
Because we might have to cut this. We might have to cut all of this.
Why?
Because that's like the racist test. Like you ask people those questions to find out if they're racist.
Nah, man.
That's the millennial racist test.
Nah.
Yes.
Just because I didn't
Test your friends. Test your friends. Find out.
Come on, you weren't watching Sister Sister.
I watched some. I would answer it the same way you answered Full House.
I just never like those shows were older to me. Fresh Prince was like an '80s show.
Bring up the date. No, it wasn't.
But yeah, I don't know. Just never.
What was it about them that you didn't like?
Nothing particularly. They were just, I don't know. My family never put those on. So 1998, 99, the first show on, what time is this? 8 p.m. was a show called Two of a Kind. That was in the fall and the winter. In the spring, it was Sabrina the Teenage Witch at the 8 o'clock slot. Followed by Boy Meets World. Then Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. What the heck?
Who is that? I was starring a big movie star. Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Nah.
Yeah.
Dude, the lead actor's name is Trailer Howard. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, wow. Wow, I forgot about this show. I didn't watch it, though. All right, so 1996, 1997 was Family Matters at 8 o'clock, followed by Sabrina, followed by Boy Meets World. Sometimes Clueless was on. And then a show called Step by Step.
Yeah, Day by Day. Step by step, day by day.
Yeah.
Now, that was probably a very special show for you, personally, right? Because you come from a broken home.
That was when my family was divorcing, so
Wow.
yeah. No, I didn't.
But your mom was not Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, definitely
That's
not.
not Susan Sarandon. It's Sue Summers. No. What's her name? Something Summers. Rest in peace.
Suzanne Summers,
Suzanne Summers,
the Thigh Master.
Yeah. I used to love that show, Step by Step. So you would purposely start watching TGIF at like 8:30.
Yeah, I guess so. I think I was in bed by I think
Step by Step.
Yeah, I think this went. I'm looking at the time slots. Yeah, it went to 10:30. Wow. So starting in 1999, show was added to the lineup. It was a show called The Hughleys, which I did watch The Hughleys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You heard it first.
Did you watch The Hughleys?
Yo, DL took place in a hotel.
Well, some episodes, yeah.
Does it sound like I watched the Hughleys? Of course I did. I can recite every lyric from Get Rich or Die Trying.
I don't know what point you're trying to prove with those two statements.
I don't know if they did it in your school, but do you remember the coin boxes? Little cardboard coin boxes?
Yes.
That we would send to Africa?
They would make you fold them.
Yeah.
And that's when the contest ended for me. Because I couldn't fold that box. And I would just end up throwing it away. I think it was a UNICEF.
Yes.
Which was like a hilarious concept. We were just like, hey, you're poor people.
Yeah.
Here's a box of coins.
Yeah.
Don't spend it all in one place.
We collected it from other poor people.
Yes. We are Robin Hood. We steal from the poor to give to the poor. I didn't really watch TGIF until I think like 99. Because this lineup sounds way more familiar to me. Starting in 2000, they started putting on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And then Norm's show.
Rest in peace, Norm MacDonald. Big influence, especially since we do jokes on our show. He did it first. You really have to check out his podcast if you ever get a chance.
Well, I'm a big fan of Norm. Absolutely. He's the man. Then they added another legendary show with another legendary man, R.I.P., John Ritter. Can you name the show?
God. Yeah, it was John Ritter. It was the mother from Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
Katie. I forget her name.
Katie Sagal.
Katie Siegel. And then it was also with
Kaylee Kuko.
Kaylee Kuko before Big Bang Theory.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, her nerdy brother and her nerdy redhead sister.
Yes. And also, David Spade was in that show a lot, if you remember.
Now, David Spade, side note, had a show.
Just Shoot Me, which I watched all the time.
Yeah, he made that show. Anyway, this show is called It's the one John Ritter died on, both on, like, literally on the set while filming, and then the character died. I think the same way. They kept going on. And it was super depressing because they were all super sad. I don't remember the name of it, though.
The Cosby Show? We all know that you watch The Cosby Show. Big fan, right, of Bill and all of his works.
Listen, Dr. Huxtable taught us a lot of important lessons.
Make sure you edit this back into the... So John Ritter died while rehearsing 8 Simple Rules for dating my teenage daughter.
Yeah.
If you remember, the premise of that show was literally he had a hot daughter that was a little bit of a floozy. She had a new boyfriend like every day. And it was all about like John interacting with some new piece of man meat.
Yeah. Maneuvering around having a haul full of kin.
Then the George Lopez show got added to TGIF, which, dude, legendary show, man.
Still watch it to this day. When I'm up at 3, 4 a.m. for no reason at all, that's the show I put on. Low Rider.
And I can't leave out a show. It's not on TGIF. I think it was a show on Fox, but aired around the similar time slot. If we're going to mention
Home
George,
Improvement.
No, good show though, definitely. No, but speaking of shows of a certain kind, the Bernie Mac show, dude, one of my favorite shows ever.
Unbelievable.
And I think it might be time to rewatch it.
Was it what was that channel? Not UPS.
UPN.
UPN? Damn, we're old men talking about old channels.
Yeah.
So I sent you a prompt this week. I said, dude, think over some superheroes with dumb powers. Okay, which I know has been done before, but it's never been done by us. And so I was, because I don't know why, out of nowhere I was thinking it would be cool to have super speed. That's what I was thinking. I was alone, sitting there, I was like, man, it would be pretty cool to have super speed if I could just slow down time. But then I was like, dude, if I have super speed, do I have to be a fast person? Like even if I could slow down time, if I can move real, if I can slow down time, that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to get there. So anyway, so yeah, if you could have super speed, but you can't move fast, right? So like a school bus is crashing, right? And everybody's like, hurry up, Matt, you got to do something. All the superheroes, the Justice League is around, they're like, go, Matt. The Flash isn't here. It's up to you. And I'm like, do I really have to? It would take me all day to get there. And there goes my day. What the fuck? Like, if you go now, if you leave right now, you might get there before me. That's how my powers work. You don't need me to do this. So I convinced them to go. And they trip over a curb on the way, and I'm watching it in slow motion. And I know at this point it's way too late for the school bus. All the school bus crashes. I'm like, oh, fuck. I have to be a villain again. I have to go back to being a villain.
You as a superhero that'd be a common plot.
Right.
It's like, screw it.
They're going to be pissed.
Too much effort. Just go back to being a villain. Have everybody hate me again.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like everything's going really slow, and you're just but
you're
on the school bus. You're on the school bus, just picking up bodies, and this is taking you an hour to do. So are you going faster than time?
If you could slow time, your body cannot continue moving at its normal speed. So it's like,
so you're just experiencing time very slowly, like everybody else.
Yeah, you're just, and you're just like, holy fuck. No, everybody else, it's like that.
Okay.
But for me, it's my whole day. It's my whole fucking day to try to get to that bus. You guys should do something.
Yeah, you just would have more time to think.
Yeah.
As you did all that stuff.
Yeah. Which, you figure it out in 5 seconds, 10 seconds. But it's just hours. It's just like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck? All right, what's the next one? So Game Master is about our age, and he is incapable of losing at any board game or card game, any kind of analog game. But he also has a handicap where he's unable to see any kind of screen or any kind of digital anything. And so it went pretty quick. First, obviously, where do you go if that's your power? Right, you go to the casinos. Okay, you go to the casinos, you play poker, or you play blackjack. Well, the casinos caught on pretty quick. Caught him, thrown in jail, just got out of jail, but he is on house arrest for the next 20 years at his grandmother's. What do? They just play pinochle, man. He just beats her all day. All day. And he listens to the TV. Because he can't see screens.
Oh, you can't see the screens.
You can't see screens.
Yeah. You can't play video poker at the casino.
No. Nope.
Only real poker.
Yep.
Yeah. I think eventually he goes down to the old folks' home and just starts beating everybody.
Bingo.
Bridge.
Bingo would be a good one.
Pinochle.
Game Master definitely becomes a villain.
Yes.
100%.
Just terrorizing old folks' homes.
Yeah. Just
in summer camps.
Yeah. Taking out his anger on his grandmother out on these random old people.
Next superhero is Patience Man. He has an abnormally large amount of patience, but he also has a small bladder. So could you just hurry up here? I gotta pee.
Damn. So I guess a scenario would be there's a villain that they have to keep locked up in a Siberian prison. And obviously the person you want there to wait there and sit there and watch him is Patience Man, right?
Yeah.
But he's just hooked up, right? He's probably just hooked up straight tube to dick.
Another story famous from the canon of Patience Man was when a bunch of graffiti artists were captured and prosecuted, and when they went to redo the wall and painted it, they had to bring in patience men to watch it dry.
I thought you were gonna say, okay. I thought you were gonna say they had him painted because it takes patience, but okay.
Watching paint dries.
Yeah. Okay.
Way more patience.
Yeah, the guy's a virtuous man, honestly.
All right, I'm gonna do one more, and then you're gonna do the next three.
Okay.
Plastique. Female superhero. And she can transform from anything into plastic.
Okay.
Like I could
Jesus
go
Christ.
like everything's plastic. What the hell?
That's,
Was she in here?
That's one of her problems.
She was in here, wasn't she?
That's one of her problems. Everything's plastic.
I would take like this tissue and go bloop, plastic.
Yeah.
Good job editing that. So she could turn anything into plastic, but she's constantly dealing with protesters. She's like just trying to get on with her day, and people are like sitting on the road in front of her car, the Plastique Mobile.
Interesting that you would choose these for me. Okay, next up is Oil Man, who has a very similar power to Plastique. They also call him Slick.
What's up, Slick?
His power is he can turn anything into oil. Great power, right?
Wow, dude, yeah. Is he from Saudi Arabia?
No, but you know, it's hurting the environment. So you would think he has protesters as well. Or, I'm sorry. You would think they would have protesters as well. But they are a black trans Muslim.
Oh, good. Then it's okay.
So, not really, they don't get protesters. They get, you know, the occasional brick through the window and Islamophobia.
Yeah. Good bullet in the mailbox.
Yeah, exactly. But no protesters. Next, Saturday Man, powerful. He's invulnerable, invisible, strong. He's able to read minds. He's telepathic, has super hearing, and he can shrink to the size of an atom.
Wow.
But he only has powers on Saturday.
So kind of like me in college, basically.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Monday through Friday, I'm useless.
Yeah.
Come Saturday.
Yeah. At midnight, he has to make sure he's not in any precarious positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I could get Slick.
Right. Callback. My last one before you take over is Pull-Out Man. They call him that because he never got a bitch pregnant. But he's actually just super infernal. It's kind of sad.
Is he a superhero?
Yeah.
Some would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially people with a lot of kids.
So yeah, I think you're on the...
Wow, dude.
Yeah. You're up.
I'm not reading that
Why
one. I said the next three.
I know what you did.
You took mine. I freaking knew you did.
I know you did. And now you're up.
Okay, fine.
Don't. You have to read the one I didn't read.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You got to read the one I didn't
did this.
read. You wrote it.
You did this. No, I did not. I'm not doing this one. Next one is the Cannon. The
Cannon.
Just a regular dude with a giant dick. But all he can really do is just show it off. He just likes to show it to people because it doesn't function. He actually just has elephantitis. It's again, might not be a superhero
Yeah,
power.
shit, I think that's a disability.
Well, he's pretty proud of it, so
Yeah, I guess so.
he calls it an ability. Next up is the Wop Man.
Oh, like wop, like wet ass pussy.
No, like Guinea Wop Greaseball.
What's his power?
Wop Man can beat any woman. He is the kryptonite to all female superheroes. He will come outside in his wife beater Guinea t-shirt and give that lady a little talking to.
But if a man shows up, it doesn't matter how big.
It's over. Yeah.
So he loses.
Yeah. All right, man.
Okay, next up we have Frank Weatherman. He can't control the weather. He can just predict it. But he has terrible social anxiety from his mother's criticism. So he doesn't tell anyone the weather. Then next we got IT Guy. which people call him when their computers stop working. And he just tells them to turn it off and turn it back on.
That one.
It looks like we got 2 left. You're
All
up.
right, we'll go 1 and 1 then.
Okay.
The Glizzy Wizard. She can suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Now the Glizzy Wizard has a sidekick.
Okay.
Call back to earlier in the show. That is the Wizard Sleeve,
Oh,
who can take.
no. Okay. Yeah. We're good. Jesus Christ. I didn't even know you wrote that in there.
I did not. You put that one.
You're not going to do that. All right.
I didn't add.
And the last one. Collard Green, who was a priest. He wears a collar until a terrible gardening accident. And he now has the power to make plants grow rapidly fast, which seems like a good thing. But the only plants that he can make grow fast are plants that people cannot eat or don't want to.
Some might call them bitter.
And ironically and problematically, Collard Green is not a black man.
Hollywood again.
How do you not give that job to an African American?
Jesus Christ. I don't know if they could, man.
I am Collard Green. Yeah, that one was a stretch. Shouldn't have done that one last. Anyway, now that we're on fire, now that we've really heated up, let's do our jokes.
I thought you wanted to just start ad-libbing some superheroes.
I mean, do you have any? Can you think of any? Sunglass Man. He gets terribly sunburned.
He's really good at checking out that hot girl's tits without his girlfriend noticing.
If you could have one of those powers and dilemmas, which one would you choose?
Probably Glizzy Wizard.
Jesus. What?
If I'm in jail, at least. I don't know.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
You're in jail. Glizzy Wizard's
You have
probably
to-
the one.
You have to Glizzy Wizard your way out of that situation.
Actually, if I'm going to jail,
You want to be?
I'm Wizard Sleep. I'm Wizard Sleep. Yeah. I don't even want to feel it. Just give me the cigarettes and get the fuck out of my cell. I'm Saturday, man.
Word.
Yeah. So the first Saturday, I'm digging the deepest and safest base anyone's ever seen. I am making the craziest base. No one can get to me. Okay?
You mean a layer?
A layer. And then, come next Saturday, I will start waging war against crime.
You're going to wait a week just to stop crime?
Well, I can't do anything Sunday through Friday.
Yeah, but you could have stopped crime on the first Saturday.
No, I have to make my base, and here's why. Because when people start figuring out, which I don't know when that'll be, 2 weeks, a month, a year, when the criminals start figuring out this guy only comes around on Saturdays, maybe we can hurt him on Sunday. Okay, I need somewhere to go. And so on Sunday through Friday, I'm in my lair, locked up.
How long
No
do you
getting
think it
to
would
it.
actually take to figure that out? Like the villains, they're like, God damn, man, we robbed that bank. That was great on Friday. Then we went to the next town, robbed another bank on Saturday. Didn't go so well. Saturday, man, or that guy showed up.
He does call himself Saturday Man.
Yeah, it's
Do you think? You don't think?
he only works Saturdays.
That's so weird. No one has that schedule.
Why would you have that name?
Well, I guess priests and rabbis.
He is Jewish. Saturday night.
Maybe he's a rabbi. So now we're going to do jokes. We're not canceled yet, so let's find out how this goes.
Oh, jeez. Let's see how this joke goes. And here's Matt with a joke.
So I hurt my back recently. I've been walking around like I fell ass first into a gay pride parade. I'm out here looking like my bottom half went to prison and my top half went to the food court. My top half is wide load, bottom half heavy loads. My torso took the jumbo bus and the ass just got a train. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, jeez. I'm walking around like I fell ass first into a gay pride parade.
And ladies and gentlemen, Tim with a joke.
Every girl who says catch flights and not feelings actually means chlamydia. Just from my experience. I'm still laughing at Torso took the jumbo bus, ass just got a train.
Thanks so much for watching. This has been another episode of Hey Man, Listen Man. I'm Matt.
And I'm Tim.
And go ahead and give us a subscription. Nope. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you're an OnlyFans girl, give us a subscription. That works as well.
Make sure you like the video.
Like the video. Comment down below. Tell us a stupid superhero power that you can think of that maybe we didn't touch on today. We'll pick the best one. And then when we start getting comments, we'll talk about it on the show.
All right. So just tune in 3 years from now.
Yeah. Live life, don't let it live you.